Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Collins and today we'll be focusing on the two pairs, that's pound versus yen and gold versus US dollar. Let me start with gold versus US dollar. And with this video, I'll be explaining as I'm explaining to a newbie. Let me show you how I arrived at my analysis. For me, I normally start with a higher time frame. That's either monthly or weekly. They are more of the same. Okay, this is my weekly analysis, and on this pair is gold versus US dollar. And as we saw in our last video, is that we had a double top, and this double top is yet to break the neckline, and we can clearly see our neckline. It's still down here. Let me show you. This is our neckline. It's around 1665 and 1680. I had shown you in our previous video. These are how I normally throw my support and resistance. I use I use the lower. I use this one. I use the lower the lower week and with the body so that I get a clear region like the one I'm sharing right now. It was around 1665 and 1680. I normally come and draw my normally come and draw to show that it's a region. This is a region of support, our main support this week, and it's yet to break. It has held for a while now. It's yet to break, and after it breaks, then uh, you'll see it going downwards. Last week, on our last video, I had shared with you how we are monitoring on this pair. I had shared you that we have a very nice pattern, this pattern, the pattern which was formed at the double top, and anytime we have a double top, we normally have we normally break this support anytime we have a double top. But with this, it will take time because these are a weekly time frame. It's not something you just wake up and okay, see, maybe you sell and say, oh, this one this time we have a double top, then it needs to sell. You need to check since you start. That's the main reason we are starting from. We normally do top down analysis. We start from monthly, weekly, then daily, then with a lower time frame, that's 30 minutes or even 15 minutes, and at time 5 minutes you come and enter the market, but you can enter here, and cause you're expecting you're expecting these to break. You're expecting the movement to break the support. Yeah, it will break, but it will take time. As you know, these are weekly time frame. Because if take for example, even when even these, this one took a whole week. That's 7 days inside here. That's more than 24 times 7 days. That's more than that's several hours before it landed up to this point. Okay, with this, the weekly and daily time frame, the weekly and monthly time frame are just to show you guys what are we going to expect in the market, and the pattern, so that you be careful. So for this week, I'll be very keen while taking on a bullish trend. You'll be with this, you'll be keen in taking only on checking on when to end in a bearish pattern, a bearish pattern. Okay, before then, you now come and use the analysis of the daily analysis. And last time I had showed you how I normally I drew my trend lines. Okay, and you can see this is my trend line, and this is how I draw my trend line. It normally touches my week candle wicks, like the one you are seeing right now, it touches, you ensure it touches the candle wicks like this. And to be a very accurate trend line, it needs to touch at least three candlestick like this one. This one, it has touched, you can see it has touched one, 2, 3 weeks, and these will now confirm to be a nice trend. Then, so in order for me to show that these are a downtrend, these are bearish pattern, I normally clown like this and put it at this point. There was a trend line at this point. Okay, and since this is not a major trend line, I normally use it, use dashed lines like this, okay, to show you this is not a major trend line. It has already been broken. It was broken how many? 3 days ago. 3 days ago from now, this from the time I'm drawing this trend line, it has already been broken. That's why I normally use the broken lines to indicate that the trend line was there, but it has been broken. But I'll need this trend line in future when the market retest, because in forex we normally use history, and that's why we analyze technical analysis. There's another trend line you normally clone. There's another trend line up here. As you can see, there was a trend line up here. You need to be very accurate. This, you'll forgive me, guys. This, if it's going to retest, it must. If this these will not be touching the three candlestick as I promised, because it is here to form, or you can maybe you can use this. You can force it and use it this way. There's a kind of a trend I'm seeing here. Okay, it's not a nice one. It's not a nice trend. Okay, let me draw another one. Let me draw a trend line. Okay, you can use it this way. Yeah, that's better. This is better. Okay, let me make it to be a straight line. The reason, okay, kind of that. Yeah, this not the actual. Don't mind about it. It has this tip, this tip, this tip, and yeah, even now it has already touched, and it touched and retested back. Wow. Okay, like today, it was at around 1882. It broke and came back, but unless uh, it forms above this point, unless it form above this trend line, then we can say these it has broken this trend line. Okay. The main reason for me to throw this is to show you guys the trend of the market in daily time frame. In daily, you can see in weekly we were still in a bullish trend, but when it comes to daily, it shows that we are in a bearish trend, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower. Then the next thing you are going to expect is lower all if these trends hold. But if it doesn't hold, it might break, or it might go this direction. It might go at this direction, or this trend might come and break, or it might break this. Then you need to wait and check if this trend line will hold. Yeah, it hold at this point and at this point and at this point, but this time round it's around 18, around 1885. It's going to you're going to check if it holds or not. But as you can see, it's like it's holding, but we are not that sure unless today's end, so that we can see tomorrow if these if the body closes above or will not close above this trend line, then we know that it has broken or not. Okay, and using again our 38 Fibonacci extension, I normally draw my Fibonacci starting from the highest, the lowest, then to the place where it's the highest, then this way. Okay, checking on this, you can see it almost broke our 38.2 percent retracement. Okay, these are 38.2. If it closes above this 38.2, and this is a very crucial point, 17, this point of 17 what 17 last time I said 1760 and it was yeah 1779 1780. If this candle, if the body of this candlestick close above this, then and break this trend line, then automatically we are going the trend is going to change from bearish trend to a bullish trend. Okay, when we go again to hourly time frame, not hourly, 4 hour time frame. I almost jump from daily to hourly. When you go to hourly time frame, we can clearly see again these are 4 hour time frame. Okay, in 4 hour time frame, I don't think there's something we can see as much. Yeah, it's still in a bullish trend, but the trend line almost closed above this trend line, but it came back. It's now on a bullish trend, on a bearish trend. Okay, when you come to 1 hour, when you come to 1 hour time frame, these are 1 hour time frame. Okay, these are 1 hour time frame. Okay, this is our 1 hour time frame. We have a very nice trend again in 1 hour time frame. This is our trend in 1 hour time frame. And again, we are going to check again before we go on a bearish trend. Uh, you can see we have our daily trend here. We have our daily trend there. Then in 1 hour, we have again a trend line. This trend line indicates that we were going on a bullish trend. We were making higher high, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, then higher low. If this trend line didn't allow us to make higher highs, but even if it didn't allow us to make higher highs, uh, we'll check if we are going to make if it's going to break this trend line. Okay, for us to take any trade, we need to wait until this trend line is breaking. This 1 hour trend line is breaking. If you are watching this trade, you be careful to check if this trend line is going to be broken or not. Before then, don't enter the trade. But if the 1 hour candlestick closes above the below this trend line, then you go for a sell trade. But you need to watch this point and this point again. Okay, thank you guys. Wait for my next video, and thank you for your good support. May God be with you, and may God bless you.